Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a plan with me for the week of March 20th through the 26th, 2023 in my B5 Archer and Olive notebook. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Here we are in my B5 Archer and Olive notebook. I didn't do a plan with me last week, so I thought I'd share with you all the one-page spread that I ended up putting together. For this week, we're going to be going with a one-page spread as well. I'm going to be using this Days of the Week stamp set as well as this month and number stamp set, both of which are from Elle's Studio, and this Cool Decades stamp set from Altenew. I will be incorporating 3 different distress oxides as well as using my black VersaFine ink for this spread. And you will see a little bit later that I do pull in my Micron in 08 to add in lines. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use this little kind of like polka dot spotted dot cluster stamp, which is from that Altenew set. I'm basically planning on doing a one-page spread, but a different layout from last week. So each box is going to have, each day of the week is going to have a larger box. There's not going to be a running to-do list like last week's spread. And I'm going to put the dates and days of the week along the sides, the outer sides of the page. So I thought this stamp would be cute to layer the date and day of the week on top of. So I'm just alternating between the 3 colors that I'm using in this spread to do that. And then in this bottom right corner, that's where I'm going to be putting a little bit more deco and putting down the month and the week of the year. So I'm taking this larger stamp using my picked raspberry distress oxide, putting that down, and then I am going to go in with that same spotted stamp using the shaded lilac color and just adding a little bit more of that to be able to incorporate all 3 colors I'm using into this little deco area. And then I'm taking this really fun like abstract line stamp and using the broken china colored distress oxide to add that in there. Now I'm going in with these little date stamps to put in the dates for this week. I'm going to be alternating left, right to put in the days of the week. So as you can see here, I'm kind of alternating numbers as I'm moving along as well. I really like the size of these stamps. I really like how narrow they are. The only thing is that I was having a hard time kind of getting the ink to be very opaque when pressed down. I don't know if I was just nervous because it was my first time using this set to press down super firmly. A lot of times with these more fine stamps, like if you press down too firmly, the stamp itself kind of the ink kind of blotches up a little bit, and so I was trying to avoid that, but also have the black ink still be like nice and visible. And I don't know, I didn't fully succeed in that, I feel like. So definitely feel like I need a little bit more practice with using this stamp set. That way the, dates and days of the week can come out very, very clearly. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I just need to use a little bit more and get more comfortable with that stamp set. Now we're going to head back into the bottom right corner, and I'm using the other stamp set from Elle Studio that has March on it. And I'm also adding in this stamp, which I love that I have now. That's his week number on it. Instead of using the kind of smaller, thin numbers to put down the week, I'm using these larger, thicker numbers just so that it stands out a little bit more. And it is the 12th week of the year, so I'm putting down a 1 and a 2. Not exactly even, but that's okay. Now that I have all of that down, we are going to use my ruler and my Micron to put in some lines here. So I wanted all of these boxes to be even. So I did decide to put in a line kind of under Sunday and then way at the top where Monday and Tuesday are, so that the boxes all the way at the top and all the way at the bottom weren't longer. But then I felt like it kind of looked a little bit weird just leaving it like that. So I decided to go in with this little spotted stamp, and basically have borders of these, confetti spots at the top and bottom of the spread. So I'm going in again with all three different colored Distress Oxides that I used, and just kind of like trying to put them all down so that the colors like fade from one to the other nicely. And yeah, I like the way that came out. I'm glad that I decided to do that. I think it just looked a little too odd and a little too plain without that. I actually considered putting washi tape at the top and bottom of the page, but in the end, I decided that it was best just to stick with stamps. And again, I'm really glad I did. I like the way that this came out. I'm certainly not as comfortable with doing one-page spreads or as used to doing them, but I am having fun coming up with different layouts to try. I hope you all enjoyed this plan with me. I had a lot of fun putting this together, and as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.